I just realized I am now on the bandwagon for single length golf clubs. It really just makes sense to me, okay? So what I did here is I took my old set of Callaway Apex irons and I cut them to a 7-iron length. I even have 3 woods right here that I cut to a 7-iron length. Now, what I was told by multiple people and multiple vendors is there's so much more that goes into it than just making them the same length. Sure, I understand that. There's bugs everywhere. But the amazing thing is, now think about it. If this is my 7-iron and I take an address and I'm ready to swing and I grab my 3-wood and I'm standing here and I'm holding the same exact club in the same exact position and swinging exactly the same because I know how to hit a 7-iron, wouldn't that ball go pretty darn straight and pretty darn where I want it to? It's just the loft of that club will send it further. That just really makes sense to me, okay? Cobra, Adele, they are making single length golf clubs. There are other companies that are making single length golf clubs, but they have technology in the shafts, technology in the heads. But guess what? They told me that I couldn't do it, and I did it, okay? I did not listen to the naysayers. I wasn't afraid to fail. If it didn't work, I'll just go and get some new shafts and put them back to normal. No big deal. But what I did is I left my pitching wedge, 9-iron and 8-iron alone. Extending those clubs would really change things, so I just left those alone because it's just standing a little closer, a little bit more up and down. But look at, they're all the same. It's amazing. It blows my mind that I've never thought about doing that before. When I was younger, I put a Dynamic Gold S300 steel shaft in my driver in high school because my dad and I said, hey, we hit your 7-iron so good. What happens if we put that shaft in your driver? I don't know. So we did it. It worked. It was just really heavy, but it worked. Thinking outside the box, okay? Everyone, and I mean everyone, maybe 90% of the population uses golf clubs at variable length. If you think about people putting, okay, right hand low, left hand low, claw, holding it different, long arm lock, all sorts of stuff. No one does it the same. Why? Because there is not just one way to do things. So why are we all using variable length golf clubs? I have no idea. This just really makes sense to me, okay? Even if you're a beginner, it's awesome because you never have to change anything. I'm not a beginner and it just makes sense and I enjoy doing that. But look it, work your butt off, okay? That is very important. I have a lot of clients who come to me and get a lesson, then we schedule another one a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks later. When they get here, I'm like, so did you have an opportunity to come and practice? No, not since the last time I saw you. Oh, okay. Well, that's a bummer because we're just gonna be rebuilding the same thing that we just did instead of you getting better and building on top of success, okay? So, the 6 rules of success. It's okay if you don't want to use all of them, but just think about it. Trust yourself. If something makes sense, go for it. If you have a dream, try for it. Don't just put your hands in your pocket and just chill out on the couch, okay? Give it a try. Break the rules. Think outside the box. Now, golf has a lot of rules and you have to be within those rules when you're trying to do something different. But there's nothing in the rules of golf that says I can't use a driver that is a 7-iron length because there are junior golf clubs that are exactly this length and they play competitively. So there are limits on how long they could be, but the longer the club, the bigger the miss. But if you can hit a 7-iron pretty good, shouldn't you be able to hit one of these? Here's a 4-iron. It's just got less loft, but it's the same length, okay? Now, don't listen to the naysayers and don't be afraid to fail. Someone's gonna say, no, that's not gonna work, that's really stupid. But how do you know unless you try it, okay? If you try it and you fail, a failure is just one way of finding out how not to do it correctly. Thomas Edison, he found 1,000 ways on how not to make a light bulb, okay? Now, work hard, practice, give back. Once you find something that really works, share it, okay? Don't just keep it to yourself. Say, hey, check this out. I just did this and it's amazing. You gotta try it, okay? The 6 rules of success. See you next time.